The only thing you have to pay attention to is I am and X. And we'll jump in this video if you're not familiar with I am and X. I will explain how simple life can be. Doesn't mean everything is easy, but it's at least simple, straightforward. So, the assumption, the premise that the only things you need are I am and X is rested on my own experience, that the only things that are truly of value to place your attention on, to invest your attention on, is your own existence, because this existence is already whole, is already complete. Existence is already all that it could ever be. But what is new is our relationship to that existence. That is what, in a sense, adds value. That is how we learn new perspective, new angles, new contrasts, new balances on that which always already is. And it undeniably is. And this is why it is trustworthy. This is why you want to focus on your own I amness, on the awareness, on the beingness, on the isness. Because it is. Everything else, it comes, it goes. Yet that which is remains. So you naturally would want to be curious, like, what is that? Whatever it might be that is which is, what is it? Can you truly know for sure? Can you say from your direct experience, I know what is right now? And this starts small. It starts with short moments of recognition, of recognizing what actually is, which is not a concept. It is not an idea. It's not even a sensation. It's prior to all sensations. It's what makes possible for all sensations, all thoughts, all feelings, all ideas to be there. But it all rests on that which is, which you are, because are you not? Something about you undeniably is, and it is your own sense of me, of I. I am that I am. I is because I is. And now let's jump into your X. What is your X? Your X is your soul signal. It's the signature, it's your blueprint, it's your, in a sense, the role that you play within this game. It is what resonates most with you. It's who you truly are on an expressionate level. And the way how to recognize this, because it's not a concept, it's not just an idea. In a sense, you could say it is, but the way to align with your X is not necessarily through thinking, even though this can be a gateway as well, but it's much easier to stay true to a feeling state than it is to stay true to a specific mental visualization or concept, because every time with your mind you have to conjure it up, while the feeling state of your X, it's always present. And so all that you have to do is just become aware again, place your attention on your feeling state, on your X. And the beauty about this X is that it is in flux. It's like a river that streams. So it's never like the same. So do not get hung up, like once I touched base with my X and it felt like this. This can be of great assistance, but also be open that your X can be slightly different. The core of it, the signature of your soul is the same, but even that is like multidimensional in nature and can express itself in a multitude of ways. So you want to be open, you want to be receptive, you want to be flexible for your X to change from moment to moment. But there's one thing about it that doesn't change. And that is that your X in any moment, it feels whole. It feels in integrity. It feels like you're not dividing yourself, or one part of you is doing this or one part of you is doing this. You're not entertaining contradictory vibrations, contradictory ideas, because that creates conflict. And your being, which is unified, which is one, is not in conflict. So this is how you recognize the flavor of the state of being that is actually your X in this moment. And so to give you an opportunity to touch base with that, just tune in right now, place your attention on the state of being inside of yourself that feels whole, that feels unified, that feels true, even if you have only a vague sense of it. Maybe it's a little bit further back than your thoughts, but it is a place of unity, it is a place of stability. And is that not something that you're looking for in your life? A place of stability, something that you can always rely on. That doesn't come, that doesn't go, it's a stable state of being. And we're all looking for that in a way. I know that I was. At least I, in my past, have dealt a lot with being insecure, not really knowing, always doubting this and that. But what I was actually looking for was like my own integrity. The state that is in integrity, in unison with my soul. And as I expressed, that can change form, that can change like sort of the flavor, but deep down it's that same state of being. It's the frequency, it is the emanation of your soul. It is what wants to move through you. But because we have adopted all of these limiting beliefs, because we are in a sense an instrument, but we have been clogged with God knows what, all kinds of silly ideas that are not based on truth and that limit the flow of life from just moving through us. So this then becomes our responsibility to clean the pipe, to clean the pipelines, and to become more open and receptive for our natural state to come through us, and to learn to naturally discern when we're coming from our X, when we're coming from a unified state, one that feels whole. And now just take a brief pause for you to check in with yourself and to see if you right now are coming from a state of unison, of undivided. It doesn't have to be like your perfect, divine, most amazing state yet, but you can just tune in and you can just feel like, yes, this is a state that feels whole. And see if you can go a little bit deeper. Even if you don't feel like I'm not really coming from my X right now, like there's a lot of thoughts going on, and some things that happened which in a sense interfered with my vibration. Okay, that's fine. But what I'm inviting you is to look a little bit deeper and to see that your X, your true state of being, the signature of your soul, and also the signal of your soul is always there. It's like a North Star. Even if it's obstructed by the clouds, it is still there. It's always there. It has never left you. After the I am, it's the most reliable thing that you can tune into, that you have access to. It's your own master. It is your own guidance. It is your own soul calling you back into oneness, into integrity with who you truly are. So listen to that calling. Let it draw you in. It's not like a loud scream, like all the loud screams and noise of the world. It's more like a subtle whisper. So become aware of it. And know that this state is always accessible. It's just a choice away. It's just about taking your attention off what you were previously putting your attention on, which is usually external circumstances and a real world out there, which is not even there. It's just a fabrication of the mind. There's no real world out there. There is only the internal. And that reflects on the external, seeming external. But it's always there. You can always rely upon it. So now the only challenge or the game becomes, how can I take my attention of all of these seeming objects in the world, and how can I place it back onto either the isness, the I amness, or the expression of this I amness, this state of being that resonates, that feels good, that is in alignment, that sends you flying and that makes you on fire. It's always there. The question then only becomes, do you really wish to be true to yourself? Do you really wish to come from here no matter what? And are you willing to forgive yourself and to discipline yourself to time and time return back to your I am and to your X until it is your baseline? Until you don't have to choose it anymore. In the beginning it's choosing, building some momentum like a snowball until the snowball catches momentum and then it just rolls itself. And then you still have subtle refinements. But overall you're just in integrity. You're just stable. You're just not afraid anymore because that state is not afraid. Even when fear arises on the surface, your X is fearless. It blinks neither at the dark nor the light, my friend. And neither does the I amness. It's free, it's independent. It can see that this is all a mirage. It's all just a show. It's just all a play of frequencies, energies, and vibrations, but it's not real. What is real? What is true? On a relative level, what is true is what resonates, aka that which feels whole, unified, one, undivided, holistic. And what is true on a more absolute level is that you exist. Existence is. We can give so much word to it, but this absolute truth cannot be put into words. We can point to it. But the knowing, the experiencing of it, the direct experiencing of it, is so direct that it cannot even be put into words. So to wrap this up, to make this exciting, to turn this into a game, let's just pretend right now you're in a game. You might not know that you are in a game, but the goal of this game, should you choose to accept, is to stay true, to be loyal to who you actually are, on an absolute level and on a more relative, expressionate experience level. I am and X. And the only thing that you have to worry about or be devoted to is being aware of what is true for you, again on both of these levels. So on a relative level, what resonates, what feels whole. Again, this is how you recognize what is true on a relative level, by the way that it resonates, how good it feels, how holistic it feels. And just play with this. Like if you have access to a few different states right now, just tune in. Yeah, this feels whole. This feels like kind of like it's kind of missing something. Let me go deeper. Ah, yeah, there it is. Now I feel at ease. Now I feel holistic. Now I feel like just true to myself. And that's it, my friend. That is the goal of the game. To just be true and loyal to yourself. And life will give you challenges. Old echoes and human layers and human beliefs will come up. But the essence then again of the goal is the same. It's like almost like a dualistic choice. Like you're either gonna stay true, feel good, be in alignment, or you're gonna not stay true. And don't mind the dishwasher in the back. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but this is sometimes what the mind sounds like. And then all that you need to do is just be open, be receptive, lean back, touch base again with that which is in integrity, that is whole, that which is unified, which is always there. It's always there. It's just a choice away of choosing to pay attention to it, to come back to it. Even if you forget, doesn't matter. Sometimes you're just naturally, you forget about it, and then you just check in again. Is it still there, even while all of this noise is going on around me? Just listen to that silent whisper, and it will guide you back to your soul signal. And from that soul signal, you can be fearless. You can be on fire. You can change your entire life in a couple of days. You can live a lifetime in a day because you're just accelerating. You're no longer on the surface or doing all of these things. You're operating from a deeper, more subtle level from which you have more access and more power to direct and create your reality as you see fit. Just remember that you exist, and you have a choice. And my recommendation with this choice, even though you're totally free to do with this choice whatever you wish, with this free will, that is a God-given right, and I would never want to take that away from you. I just have like my heartfelt recommendation is that you choose to place your attention on that which resonates, that which feels good, and get familiar with it. Really know what feels good, what feels true, and allow that to be in flow, to be in flux, to change, to purify, until you can actually live that life stream of your purpose that is guiding you back to the ocean of oneness, the I amness. All the love, my friend, all the power to you. Share this with any friends that you have that you feel might be interested in this, so you can practice this together. You can keep each other in a loop. Environment is important in this, because this world is just so seemingly convincing. It draws us in, we forget about our practice, we forget we have a choice. And then before we know it, we're like a few months further and we haven't really listened to our soul, to our inner being, to, you could say, your higher self, your IMX. So share this with a friend. Also open, link is in the description for free one-on-one sessions. If you have no idea what your X is, if you want a little bit more clarification on learning how to tune into it, they're free or donation-based. If you have nothing, no money to share, that's totally fine. Just bring in whatever you have. Just be present, just show up. And this goes for your life as well. Just show up, be present, be willing to serve your greater self. Something greater than just the idea that you have adopted, your ego, that you have grown accustomed with. And stay loyal to something powerful, something lasting, something meaningful, something that this world is calling for. Answer the calling of this world. Step up, choose who you want to be, and be aware of what is actually true. Take care, my friend. You got this. No flinching.